Welcome friends, my name's Colin, welcome to my channel. Hope you're enjoying your day. Today is October 25th, 25th. I've been home, first of all I gotta say, my classes were canceled. My yoga class was canceled and then my mass media class was canceled. On Monday he canceled it. So, you know, whatever, no big deal. So I basically went to class. My only class I had today was relaxation. So I drove 30 minutes to NIU for a 30-minute nap and then was sitting on my phone for maybe a good hour and then got the email saying, hey, yeah, by the way, yoga class is canceled. So I was like, all right, so I drove back and now here I am. So, yeah, just hanging out on my phone, watching a whole bunch of like videos, you know, on Facebook, whatever. Now, that's an interesting thing. My thing that I'm most relatably that I want to talk about, BuzzFeed, is they're the most like common one. But how do they make money is what I want to know. Like, it just seems like they spend money. Like, one of my favorite, which I think a lot of people's favorite from BuzzFeed is Worth It. Oh, I freaking love Worth It. My favorite. So if you don't know what Worth It is Worth It is where they try something out, they pick something, and then they go and get it from 3 different places at 3 different price points. So, for instance, I think the one that I just watched was coffee. They're in Japan, I believe it was. But they get 3 different types of coffee. They get one, you know, that's $1. They get one that's like $20-something, and then they get one that's $900. So they try it and see, and then at the end of it they say, okay, which one is, like, in their opinion, the most worth it, like for its money, for bang for its buck, basically. So my all-time favorite one was when the guy gets. They do the tattoos at the 3 different price points. I always will remember that one. And I absolutely love it. That's what my favorite Worth It video, I would have to say. Where the guy, the BuzzFeed guy, he had already gotten a tattoo with his sister, I want to say. I want to believe it was his sister. Where they got to pick out their tattoos for someone else. So his sister picked out his tattoo and he got a moon right here. And so the first one, he got like some stars to add to it, which is pretty cool. And then his third one, he added, or the second one, they added a whole like space theme to it. And then they had the Willy Wonka glass elevator, which was pretty cool. And then the last one he got was it was all like an eye or something. Like, it was pretty cool looking, but I'm a huge tattoo person, so that's why I really enjoyed that video. And, you know, a saying that someone told me, my very first tattoo someone told me, and it's kind of stuck with me, is a good tattoo ain't cheap and a cheap tattoo ain't good. So basically, if you want a really good piece of artwork, pretty, like, good tattoo, then you're going to have to pay some money for it. Now, if you get a cheap tattoo, it's not going to be a good tattoo, which I would agree with 100% wholeheartedly, because there's different levels of tattoo artists. Like, there's some tattoo artists that they basically take an image and they take that image and then they just can transfer it to a tattoo, which that takes some skill. Some and I'm not talking about super like realistic or anything like that, but basically just, you know, copy and paste. My artist that I really like is I like artists that can genuinely create their own art style and masterpiece, basically. And that's kind of like something I've always wanted. For instance, like Ink Master. I've always liked the idea of going to an artist and saying, here's my piece of body, put whatever the hell you want on it. You know, that's kind of like, I'm kind of intrigued. I kind of want to do that one time, just to be like, go into a tattoo shop, talk with the tattoo artist, you know, see if there's someone that I can like connect with or something like that, and say, hey, I want to give you this honor, and I want to be like, here's my leg, chest, probably not chest. I have ideas for tattoos in the future, but yeah, I'd probably have to be like, here's my leg, do whatever you want and put whatever you want on my leg. Like, go for it. Like, do it. Whatever you want. I may, like, and I would hope, and I would assume that most of the time the artist would probably, you know, after talking with me, and be like, hey, what are some of your interests? I don't want to put something on your body that you're gonna hate for the rest of your life. So I would just be like, hey, this is kind of how my life is going. But I mean, however, whatever you want to do. If you want to do, you know, I don't know. I think it's just one of the coolest ideas. But right now I can't really do that. First of all, I don't have money getting married. But second of all, I have other tattoos that would need to happen first. So the first tattoo, well, I have two things that I want to do. 2 tattoo ideas that I want to do. One is I need my half sleeve quarter panel. So that's coming from the elbow, going all the way up, and then dragon head right here. So I kind of gave it away. It's the dragon. I'm going to get like a traditional Japanese, Chinese dragon done on my arm. Now some people will be like, well, why do you want to do that? You're not even Chinese or Japanese or whatever. And the reason is because it's from the cartoon or manga, how whatever, you know, people know it from different ways, but Dragon Ball Z is one of my all-time favorite stories. I want to say stories. Ah, shit. Battery's running low. But basically, it's, if you've ever heard of it or anything, but anyway, the dragon represents like a wish. So when you collect all 7 Dragon Balls together, then it summons the dragon, and that's what I want to get on my arm, and that dragon grants you any wish. And so the dragon, I want to have the dragon and the Dragon Balls in it. And basically what it means to me is that in order to get what you want out of life, in order to grant your wish, you need to go on this journey, and you need to go and find and collect something. So like the Dragon Balls, they could represent anything. They could represent you know, a personality that you get. It could represent a relationship. It could represent any number of things, but you just need to go on your journey and collect certain things before you can realize your dream and make it happen. And that's something that's like important to me, is that's like, yeah, I have dreams and everything like that, but I need to remember that sometimes you just need to do other things before you can get to your dream. So all these side journeys are only there so I can collect something so I can go and do my dream. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Hope you really enjoyed this video, but I'm going to call it a day, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.